Her notification,
Time
buddy.
for day 2. What? No, I don't have a notification.
Okay. Day 2.
That's probably the TV. But anyways, yeah, day 2.
And I'm here.
For our 31 days of horror. Yeah, there he is. There's my guy.
I'm here.
Today, for October 2nd, we are choosing to do Child's Play.
This is my favorite horror my favorite series in horror, rather.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, why? What makes you like it so much?
I mean, probably because I was a kid when I saw it, and I just watched it all the time. I don't know what it was, but
shit.
Chucky captivated me.
Man, for the longest time, I would sleep with my door shut because I'd be afraid of like seeing this little doll run in my room.
It was scary.
Yeah, it's fucking freaky, especially your dolls that come alive and try and kill you. I think as I got older, what made this movie great, or this series really, is the fact that there's been no other Chucky. It's always been Brad Dourif.
Yes.
Like, I very much appreciate that. Like how for the longest time, up until 2010, it was Robert Englund was only Freddy.
Yeah.
But I like the new one. Oh, god damn it! This is Child's Play. My bad.
This is Child's Play.
I know, my bad.
The 1988
Anyways, yeah, I like
horror classic.
Oh shit! Is that when it came out? What
Yes,
month?
it is. Let's see. November 9th, 1988, right before Christmas. Everybody settled down with the family.
That's not a very good. Oh god.
Well, the movie takes place. It takes place around his birthday, not Christmas, right?
Yeah.
But it is cold.
Hey, but didn't they really sell these dolls like as assholes? Didn't they really sell these Mr. Good Guy dolls?
I don't believe they did.
Like because of the movie, I could have swore you used to be able to buy one, and it's like I would never fucking buy one.
All the ones I've seen people own look like crap, and that's like the only reason I don't have one of my own. But they did recently start selling a real good replica Good Guy doll, but it's like $300, and I just don't have the. Come on.
Oh yeah.
As much as I would want one, but no, it's too much.
Man. I mean, it's not. I guess it's different than the other horror stories that are out there because it was about a criminal guy who used I think voodoo magic, right, to put his soul inside the doll.
Charles Lee Ray, the notorious Lakeshore Strangler.
Oh.
Was being chased by a cop.
The actual him was played by Brad Dourif too, right? He did the human version of Charles
he was
Lee
the
Ray.
live action version, and he was the voice, and continued to be the voice in all of them, and even got to reprise his live action version in one of the newer movies.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yep, they stuck a wig on him and put some makeup on him, and did their best to make him look young.
Nice.
Yeah,
that works for me.
Yep. But yeah, this series is pretty astounding because it started in '88, and it was originally created by Don Mancini. And that
name sounds familiar.
Yeah, Don, he's still the creative force behind these movies. I mean, Cult of Chucky was the last one. It came out in 2017, and I believe 2017. And and they're currently working on a television series with Brad Dourif a part of it again. Has nothing to do with the remake that they're doing. That does not involve Don Mancini, who he has a problem with, and he has said as much on Twitter. That they've showed a teaser of the new Chucky doll or whatever.
That's right. I thought that was for the show, though.
No, that's for the remake. Child's Play is a weird beast because the Child's Play 1 was produced by United Artists, distributed by MGM. So I believe MGM owns the rights to the first one, but then every other one after is owned by Universal, and that's why they would play all of the movies on TV, but never the first one, because the MGM had the rights and they didn't put it on channels or whatever, and Universal owned like USA or something, so it was on there all the time. But that's why I've seen the sequels more than this one, which is funny because it's the first one.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So, and like So the company now, MGM, can remake the first movie, which is what they're doing, but legally they can't make a remake of Child's Play 2. It's a weird mess.
But can't they make a sequel to the new one?
I assume they can make it.
But
I don't believe they'll be able to call
but
it
they can't
Child's
call
Play
it Child's
2.
Play 2?
I think that's
Oh,
what's going
okay.
on, and I guess they can't do
Okay.
that story of what they did in any of the other ones.
Oh,
But
okay.
that's not the way they're
Okay.
going in the remake, which is
Oh, yeah.
it's not looking
Shitty.
good. It's like a robot or something. It's stupid.
Oh, like an animatronic
Yeah,
robot
I think they're
boy
getting
or
rid of all
something?
the voodoo stuff.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, again, I don't know if it's 100% true. All we have now are like kind of leaks, but a lot of times leaks are true.
Or God, or if it's probably because it's like racially insensitive to say like voodoo, then fucking make it black magic. Make him be able to do something to get his soul into the doll. You
But
know?
voodoo, I don't know why it's racially insensitive. Wasn't it? It's an actual thing.
I know, but it's because it's. I think it's more with like Jamaicans and the those type of people. Like I feel like it could be. People would think of it as racially insensitive now.
I guess. I mean, in this one we're going to talk about, um, Chucky did learn the voodoo magic from who I believe was a Jamaican guy. I think they was doing a Jamaican accent. The actor.
Wasn't it the dude who played Candyman?
No, it looks like him, but it's
I thought it
not.
was.
No, it's not Tony
Okay.
Todd.
Okay, I thought it was. I was like, oh shit.
I don't believe so. I'm pretty sure.
But also too, was this in this movie or was this like later on in the series? But if he stays in the doll too long, then he become like the doll becomes human. Like that
Yeah,
becomes his.
that's established in this one.
Okay.
And that's what's happening to him because
Okay.
he starts like bleeding and he gets shot, and that's why he goes back to the voodoo guy because he goes, I got shot, and you know what? It hurt. It hurt like hell. And why is that happening? Because he's like, you're spending too much time in that body. It was never supposed to be meant to be used like this. You're becoming human the more
Uh,
time you spend in there.
that's interesting. Can you imagine
Yeah.
if it became like a little human doll person? Like that'd be so weird. He'd be alive again technically. So
Technically, yeah, and he can still like go into his like doll mode where he's not moving, and he
yeah,
looks.
that
It's a
that, that was
different. It's
always
a
pretty
completely
good.
different prop.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course, which was
But that
awesome.
the
I mean,
Chucky doll.
88. Good job for 88.
Yeah, I mean that Chucky doll is pretty incredible looking. I've seen a lot of
Pretty
making
much.
of features on the making of the doll and how intricate it is in the face, and it's pretty crazy. There are a lot of shots where usually when it's kind of zoomed out and he's running, where it's a midget in a suit and like a mask.
Yeah, you could tell 100%.
Honestly, one of the scariest scenes in this one is when Andy's like already in like the mental ward and he's looking out the window and he sees Chucky running up the spiral stairs, and it's a little person in a suit, and it's so fucking terrifying just the way it looks running around. It scared the shit out of me.
Oh fuck! I mean, fuck yeah, that was scary.
Yeah. So yeah, 88 November 9th this came out. The budget was $9 million they made this movie for. Remember, it's 1988 and it's a horror film. This is the benefit of studios see as horror films is they're cheap to make and usually have a decent return. 9 million to make. Box office was 44.2 million. It's pretty damn good when you take.
Ugh.
I mean, I don't know how much the production or the advertising budget was back then, but even if you still double it, 44 for 18 is pretty good.
I guess. I don't know. I
It's
guess. I feel
88,
like. Uh, yeah.
and it
Okay.
probably wasn't. They probably didn't put a lot into the advertising. You get a couple TV commercials at most, and maybe some magazine stuff, but there's more ways to advertise
And also
now
too.
than there was then.
Yeah, that's true. And like
So
you
it
said,
costs
it
more.
came out in November, so I guess that's pretty good for Christmas time. So that's not
Yeah.
bad.
Oh yeah, it
This
says
this movie made me not want to have a doll whatsoever. I'm like, fuck that.
yeah, Child's Play was the only film in the series to be distributed by Metro Goldwyn Mayer (MGM), as the rights to the series were sold to Universal Pictures in 1990, right before production on Child's Play 2 started. So they didn't want to
Okay.
pursue it, but I guess they should have kept it because it became a phenomenon afterwards, and everybody knows the Chucky name. So much so that they don't even know that it's called
Yeah,
Child's Play. They think it's called Chucky 1, Chucky 2. Like Rambo?
yeah. Well, yeah. You can't really blame them on that though.
I guess not, but I mean, I know it's not called. It wasn't called Chucky until Bride of Chucky, the fourth one.
Which was the best one ever.
It's not.
Yeah, it is.
No. It was the first one I got to
It
see
has
in
Jennifer
theaters.
Tilly in it.
I know. But, oh, we're gonna have to review it on this show, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. Oh, she's so hot, dude. She's like 60 now, and she's still smoking hot.
She is, yeah. But we had no hint of a relationship for Chucky until that one. They didn't even touch on that at all because why would they?
Well, yeah, there was no need.
So in this movie, Catherine Hicks, who honestly at the time was a bit of a looker herself.
Yeah, she's not bad, especially for 80s. Like, pretty good looking lady.
Yeah, and because everybody knows, I don't know if you don't know her by name, but she was the mom on Seventh Heaven, probably most famously known for.
That's
People,
why she looks so familiar.
yes, people
I
never would
couldn't
have
place
expected
it.
that she was in Chucky, but she was the
No,
first. Yep, in the first movie.
she was married to that pedophile pastor. You know
Oh,
he got
oh, he
arrested
did
in
get
real
busted
life
for that,
for
didn't he?
child porn, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
I did.
in
I
real
remember.
life.
I heard his confession tape.
Oh, I didn't, but I remember hearing the news, and everyone's like, "Really, the guy from Seventh Heaven?" And it's like,
Yeah,
anybody
shocker.
who plays a priest, yeah.
He was also in a couple episodes of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Never seen it.
Uh, he
My
looks a lot like
friend
Kevin Sorbo.
is trying to. Uh, he looks a little like Kevin Spacey too.
I mean, in behavior.
All those. Yeah. God damn it.
Kevin Sorbo's a wacky Christian too.
Oh, is he? I just know
Yeah.
he's Hercules. That's
Yeah,
it.
he did a movie called God's Not Dead or something like that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to demonic shit and voodoo.
Yeah. So in other words, the Bible. Um, this is a short movie. A running time
We
of 87
just lost hella
minutes,
fans.
which is probably what none of them are listening to this horror movie stuff. Um,
Uh,
you gotta admit.
no.
Oh God. So I remember being kind of scared at this, but I was a bigger fan than I was like afraid of it. There were a couple nights though. I
Oh,
remember
really?
as a kid when you're trying to go to bed with your door open and like I had stairs, so when I would look out the door, I could see all I saw was like the staircase, and I'm like, is this head gonna pop up from there?
Uh,
So it was a little extra terrifying.
like I know a lot of it was all suspenseful, but I didn't get real scared until like the end. Like I told you before we started this, like that scene where they threw him in the fire and then like his bits were just crawling, like he was still alive, all burnt up and crispy. It was just like, oh fucking no,
Yeah.
that was scary as shit.
The prop team did a hell of a job with the budget they had in this movie. I think 9 dolls were produced. I think that's the number. A bunch of them were, because there's various stages of him bleeding and like she got shot early on, and then cuts or
That's
whatever,
true,
and then
that's
obviously
right.
the burned one. I think there were a couple of burned ones, and then the tore apart one, so they had like an arms and all that stuff.
Yeah, I remember that one part where like they thought he was dead or whatever, but then like out of the air vent or something like that, like the hand or arm came out to like choke the guy,
Yeah,
the cop guy or something. And I was
Yeah,
just
they
like,
have-
oh fuck, all his pieces are alive.
they have the head in there already. It's like set on like a water heater or something, and then the arm busts through the grate, grabbing him by the throat, and the head is like screaming, "Get him! Kill him! Strangle him!" Pretty awesome.
God damn, that's
I know,
right.
it's pretty
Oh,
great.
fuck. Oh
God,
shit.
I love this movie.
Yeah, I mean, when you look back on it, it is really fucking good. It's like for a horror movie, it's like holy shit, man.
Yeah, and I started God, this came out '88, so I don't even know how
I wasn't
early
even born
on.
yet.
I was one. I don't know how early on I saw it. I know I saw it super young, like 5 or before,
Jeez.
probably. And I watched it. Oh my God, I would rent it all the fucking time, all the time from Hollywood Video.
Oh god, that place was actually a little bit better than Blockbuster.
How long have you lived where we live?
I grew up over here.
Do you remember 49er video?
Oh, where was it?
It was the one. Do you know where the Jack in the Box is in where I'm at? I don't want to give street names.
The close to I-5.
Yeah, it was right
Okay, yeah.
where there was a Hollywood Video right there. Before it was Hollywood Video, it was 49er video.
No, I don't remember 49. As long as I can remember, it was always Blockbuster and Hollywood Video. And where
Yeah.
I'm at, you should know the area ish. If I mentioned it, you would know the area. But there was a Blockbuster on one side of the street, and then across the street was Hollywood Video by the old Albertsons. Now it's not Albertsons anymore.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it was like, man, it was always them two, and it's like, ooh, who has the better deal? Who gets free candy with the rental and this and that? Like,
I know.
oh man, the good old days.
God, I miss video stores. See, this relates to horror movies because one of my favorite things as a kid, one of my favorite memories, is going to the video store and going to the horror section. And you're a kid, so there was no internet, so you picked the movie the way you should pick movies, by the cover art.
Exactly. Like, oh, this looks good. Like, oh, this
Yeah.
looks scary.
I mean, someone posted a picture on Twitter, and it was just the horror shelf at a video store, and I got like it's like that scene in Ratatouille when he takes a bite of it and he gets thrown back to his childhood. That's how I was seeing this picture of this shelf. Like, oh god, I miss it so bad. I know there's one Blockbuster, it's in like Ohio or something. I kind of want to go. Like, I don't.
No, it's in Oregon, so
Is
it's
it
actually
Oregon?
closer to us.
Is it really? I thought it
Yeah.
was like Midwest.
No, there was three, and there was two in Alaska, one in Oregon. They closed the two that are in Alaska, so there's only one left in Oregon.
Okay, well then that's where. Yeah, like God, man,
Yep.
I would love to go there.
Only 8 hours away from us, buddy.
Ironically, Blockbuster is the one I didn't want to go to because I didn't like it as much.
They were more corporate than like Hollywood
They
Video. Hollywood
they
Video
yeah,
felt
they
more
were.
like, oh, they'll work with you, or like, oh, here's a good deal.
And they had good
But
gaming
Blockbuster's like,
stuff.
if you don't, if you don't have it back in 5 days, we're fucking arresting you. And it's like, oh shit.
My brother was terrible. He always kept shit longer.
Oh man, my greatest memory was that I remember renting Paper Mario for the 64 and almost beating
Oh,
it in 5 days, and I had to return it, and I was so upset because I couldn't finish it.
that was the worst. Having to rent game. God, I'm
That
so old.
was.
I remember renting.
Oh man,
I
I remember
know.
renting I think Genesis games.
Yeah, there was a short time where you could rent systems. They stopped that in a hurry.
Well, yeah, because people just keep them
I guess they were to just break them and bring them back or whatever. Kind of assholes.
or
There.
that. Yeah.
So I never got to play like a Dreamcast because I am a kid. I didn't have money. If I could pick one system,
I
it's gonna
have
be
mine.
Nintendo.
Mine's in my closet. If you want to come over and play it.
A Dreamcast?
Yeah.
Do you know those can? I think some of them can still go online.
Really? I
I
did
think
not know
so.
that.
I think you could do so. You can also mod it to all hell.
I don't have the connector to the TV anymore, though. I lost that.
I just buy. I bought
But I
one
feel
for
like
my 64 for $6 the other day.
Yeah, $6. Yeah, I mean, I feel
$6,
like
yeah.
if I went on Amazon or if I went to Dimples or something, I could probably find like an adapter to the TV.
There's a store in our town actually that I bought mine from.
Because I used to have,
Hey,
I had the channel switcher, so
oh
I had to
yeah,
have it on channel 3 or 4. I didn't have the red, white, and blue, so I lost that, so I don't have it. So it's like, oh fuck.
yeah. There was never a Child's Play game, and I'm kind of surprised by that because there were all kinds of horror games.
Wasn't there? I could have swore there was a Chucky game
There,
at one point. Wasn't there a
there,
Chucky game on the
if
Game Boy or something?
if there was, I would have had it. I have
No
the
way.
Nightmare on
Hold
Elm
on.
Street game. I have the Friday the 13th game. I have the Ghostbusters game, which is that
I
kind
could
of
have
a horror
swore
film?
there was Ghostbusters. I don't think
Yeah.
so.
Okay.
I could have swore there was
I don't know.
Child's Play.
Maybe if there is, it might be on the Game Boy. There are a lot of games on the Game Boy that I just never even knew about.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like I said, I could have swore it was like an old game. Like it wasn't even like worth like.
I feel like I would have heard about that. I never see that mentioned.
In 2013, there was Chucky Slash and Dash.
What the fuck is that? It sounds fan made.
It was released on iOS and Android,
Interesting.
but
Chucky
ultimately
did
released only for iOS.
Chucky did appear in a fan made game called Terrordrome that surprisingly was pretty good, and I have it on my computer right now. It was a fan made game where it was just a bunch of horror movie villains, slashers or whatever, fighting each other. Like it had Pinhead in it, Candyman was in it, Pumpkinhead was in it. I don't know how many people know about Pumpkinhead.
I've never seen it, but I've always seen the box art and everything.
Yeah,
But I haven't seen the movie.
it's all right. Um, but anyways, God, Child's Play. Um, so okay, one of the most memorable parts is it's right before he gets burnt up, where he gets thrown in the fireplace and they put the screen and he goes like, Andy lights a match or whatever and he's about to throw it in there and it's the, Andy, no, we're friends to the end. Remember?
Oh
And
man,
then,
yeah.
And then Andy, see, you remember what he says?
I don't remember what he says.
He the fucking the match in his hand. This like 6-year-old kid, fucking badass. He goes, "This is the end, friend," and throws the match in there, and you know, Brad Pitt
Oh shit, I
his,
forgot.
does his screaming thing and he gets burnt up. It's pretty
But
good.
didn't the grate break and he ran around on fire for a minute?
Yes,
like he
and that was a
busted
little
out of the
person.
grate, but he was on fire. Yeah, yeah. God,
That
damn
was a
it.
little person on fire.
Oh god, I remember that. That was actually real good. Yeah, and then he like slowly just like 'cause he like
I'm-
was dying.
I'm surprised at how well they did the shots of the, because like it's like a midget, but they're still a lot bigger than the doll that they made. But they did some kind of fancy camera work or something to make it not seem that way. Like you can tell he's a little bigger, but it's not like what you would think. I don't know how they managed
Maybe
to
they
pull that
just
off.
found the right sized little person.
Maybe,
Because
but
I know
you can be
I know
really
you
small.
hate them, but in the Lord of the Rings, you can blatantly tell that they use little kids for the hobbits when they do the shots of the grown people,
Oh, okay.
and it pisses me off so much
Uh-huh.
because it's like like you said, it'll be a back scene of showing them walking, and you could tell it's a little fucking kid just the way they move, and it's like, god damn it, like just because then you could tell when they show like Elijah Wood and everybody, all the hobbits. You can tell all the humans, like Sean Bean and stuff, they're like on stilts or on like a box or something, and it's like, god damn it, because all the clothes are long to make them look taller and shit, and it's like, god damn it.
Oh. So this film,
Still a good movie though.
this film, I forgot about this because I wasn't obviously paying attention at the time because I was a kid, but apparently there was like a big controversy with this. So I'm just going to read this real quick. During the initial release, a large crowd of protesters formed at the main entrance of MGM calling for a ban of the film because they claimed it would incite violence in children. Local news reporters from 2 TV stations were broadcasting live from the scene. The producer, David Kirshner, who still does some things with the series, was watching the demonstration on TV and was disturbed. Child's Play 3 was cited. Oh wow! Child's Play 3 was cited as the inspiration for 2 murders, which took place in the United Kingdom in December 1992, February 93, respectively. Murder of Suzanne Capper and murder of James Boger.
That's stupid people acting shit. Like, come on, it's a movie. None of this is real. That's just
Yeah.
like dumb people
It's
doing,
just blaming it on music.
thinking like, yeah, they're all mental health problems.
Yep. I'm glad that kind of shit has stopped. I feel like I don't hear about it as much.
True. Well, it's the internet. Everyone's doing weird shit anyway, so like,
Pretty
why
much.
care about? So
Yeah.
But also too, I don't think there's been a movie out lately that's.
Nothing's been polarizing.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
So,
this was the first thing of
who
its
knows?
kind. From what
Yeah,
I
it was.
know, or was. Wait a minute.
That was
When
the
did
first time
Puppet-
I ever heard of like voodoo shit.
When did
Like
Puppet
voodoo
Master
magic
come
and
out?
shit, so I've never seen that, so I don't know.
But you know what I'm talking. You know what that is, right?
It's a dude who like can turn people. He makes puppets come to life or something.
Yeah, like they're like Nazi puppets that come to life and kill people or something.
Oh Jesus, I didn't know they were Nazis.
Yeah. They had a movie come out just recently. Where I heard it was really bad, but it's like Puppet Master: The Littlest Reich. I have it.
Oh God.
I've been meaning to watch it.
God damn it.
I know. But I don't remember if that was first or not, but I don't think so.
Puppet Master. I don't know. I feel there is some that are old though. I forget which are which, but there's some that are like
I
really
have a
old.
remind me when this is over, but I have a funny story about that Puppet Master movie. I'll tell you when we're done with this.
Oh Jesus! All right.
Yeah. Uh, God.
I mean, we're at 25 minutes. Is there anything else you can add? To
No,
think
I
of?
think I
Without,
think
you
this.
know.
Yeah, because I have a lot more to say about the second one. Because the second one in the series is my favorite, with this being right behind it.
Ah.
But like a landmark film for a really small amount of money. That I think they only improved on in the next one.
Yeah, I'd say so too.
But if you have not seen this movie, and I don't know how you haven't yet, but if you have not, go seek it out, and just be prepared. It takes like, it's a good build up. The movie's only 87 minutes, so it's probably 40 minutes in before you actually see the doll come to life. But I mean, that's kind of
Yeah,
how it was.
it does take a minute.
Movies that show their monster early on usually aren't very good.
Yeah. I mean, well, yeah. I mean, did you see Cloverfield? Did you ever see that one?
A long time ago.
The first one?
Yeah, they don't show it till the very end, right?
Like a clear shot of him. Yeah, you don't see
Yeah.
it, but you see like arms and legs sometimes. But I went into that movie thinking like, oh, this is gonna be absolute shit, and I came out of it enjoying it. So I was glad I went in with that mentality of like, oh, this is garbage.
The most thing I remember about that is like when people got attacked by the little ones and got like sick and died or something. Or I don't know what happened.
Yeah, that one chick blew up. They took her behind the
Yeah,
screen and she like
I
blew
think
up
so.
and
Yeah,
exploded.
that was cool.
Yeah.
But before we end this one,
All right.
there is one line that I have to highlight because it's my favorite, and it might be one of it's up there with my favorite lines of the series, where Chucky is coming after Andy, and he's sitting in an elevator, and he's playing a doll. He's limp. He's just laying there because there's an old couple in there with him, and the old couple like is leaving the elevator, and the woman looks back at him and goes, "Ugly doll," and then closes the door, and then the elevator starts slowly going up, and he doesn't move, but Brad Dourif mouths the line, "Fuck you." It's that was like the one first like big moment of comedy where it's like, yeah, we know this is a weird movie about a killer doll, so there's some humor in it, but I still love that.
Yeah, and I mean, he was also a person, so it's not like it was just a being that came to be. So like,
Right, but it's
he
like,
knows, you know,
why would he give a
nobody
shit if
wants to be
somebody
called
calls him an
ugly.
ugly doll?
See, that is him right now. Nobody wants to
I
be called
guess.
ugly.
I guess not. Not even Charles Lee Ray.
Nope.
Well, hey, that does it for day 2 of the 31 Days of Horror with your boys, Tim and James.
Yep. Hopefully, we don't scare everyone off. Hopefully, everyone can make it through these 31
Oh, it's
days.
too
'Cause
spooky.
I know. I'm starting to get a little scared myself.
Oh, by the way, have you changed your Twitter handle to something spooky yet?
No, I never changed my Twitter
Oh.
handle.
I did.
What did you change it to?
Mine it was Zero Signal, but now it is
Yeah.
Zero Signal, but spooky. I'm very creative with my Twitter handle.
Wait, so it's Zero Signal Spooky?
No, Zero Signal, but spooky.
I feel like that name's too long. Isn't that
That
too
fit.
long of a name to change it to?
Like it's still
Wow.
at Zero Signal 316, but the display name you can make it pretty long.
Oh. Okay.
No, I can't change my at name, but my display name
Oh,
is,
Oh, okay. I thought you could change that name.
No, I never would because I don't want someone to take it.
That's very true. That's why
Okay.
I got my Xbox before my PlayStation. So on my PlayStation I'm Sandman Rios, but on my Xbox I'm Rios 718. And I tried seeing if I could change it to Sandman Rios, but somebody
Uh-huh.
has it. It's like you motherfucker.
Oh, that's you
I
have
don't
to put a
want. I
number
don't want
on
to
it.
be like Sandman Rios 1 or 2 or
Yeah,
no. And it's like, God damn it.
I wanted to be just Zero Signal, but that was taken, so I had to put 316 on it. When in doubt, go to the
What?
classics. Yeah, exactly. Beat Deborah.
Oh, god damn it. All right.
All right. Hey, stay tuned, everybody, for day 3 of 31 Days of Horror coming up tomorrow.
Yep. Ooh.
Ooh, what will it be? I wonder.
We'll see. I have an
Yeah.
idea.
So do I, and so should everybody else.
Yeah,
Well,
pretty much.
everyone, we'll see you at the spooky movies.